Make yourselves at home.
Tonight on Scuff Teams.
Their penance is due.
Unfortunately, for me, this isn't fun. I don't like this team. I like the king. Like, what would I do? I would do what I've already got: Kuki, Barbara, Collie, and Kaching. That's kind of the team I'd like, I think.
Fire it up. Here's backup as one with wind and cloud.
I swear by my sword.
Mind the deluge.
Ow is so cool. So probably one of the best. Probably one of the best in the game, for sure. Okie dokie. Right, there's a new event on. The Misty Dungeon Realm of Sand. I've just done this first one. There's actually quite a few here, and I can't do all of them. So we'll probably do the first 4 here. I think these 2 just unlocked today. But I just did this first one to see how it was. And it was actually a lot of fun. This is definitely one of the better events that's been had this year. I mean, they do a lot of these sort of just random challenges, and you get to have trial characters. Now, I've been thinking recently, with my account, particularly this account, there's not really too many characters I'd like. And one of them I've been thinking about is Yelan. And we get to try it here. I'll claim these before I forget, because I just did it. But I'm going to do it again. And I used... I don't really like Wanderer, but I'm going to use them just for video purposes. And I really enjoyed using Yelan here. She's a lot of fun. And I've used her a few times in the trials this year. And we'll put fish in. This is the exact team I just used. I'll just do what I did again. It's a little bit confusing. I might get lost in some of the other dungeons, but whatever. So it's a nice event, it seems like. So, and it's always good fun when you get to try characters you haven't got. I didn't need to press that. So the ultimate... I think we can go any way here. This is like the sort of the final area. You've got to unlock these zones just by fighting enemies. It's pretty straightforward. But this is definitely what I want out of this game. Mini dungeons, get to do mini fight sequences. I'm sure people, particularly Wales, would want this to be harder. You know, they've got like, I assume this is an attack buff where you can pick up. There's some health items, like there's one down there, there's a green health thing. But you don't really need them, I don't think.
Quietly now.
Now, I haven't actually looked at Farazan's kit here, but from what I gather, she's basically, just from playing her, she's basically Kujo Sara, a Nemo version. So I believe her skill puts down a buffer where she can then, like, I guess create a little vortex and drag people in. I don't think it's that strong though, and I assume she is also then buffing Wanderer. I say I haven't really looked at her kit. I think she's definitely specifically meant to be used with Wanderer. Now I should have used Yelan again, but this challenge, I'll be honest, with Wanderer here is clearly meant to just show him off. It's very powerful. I don't know how they've built him. I just had a look at how they built Yelan, and I was quite impressed actually. There was no Hydra. They've given him a Wid Sieve. That's just not a 5-star. Nice, very nice. And they've given them this this new artifact set. No constellations. Talent 8-6. Oyo seems to like the talent 8. Sorry, talent level 8. Sorry, I'm just woken up. I go to talent level 6 personally, but I will level my characters higher than that. But more and resources and other things, it takes a while. I actually can level some up quite far. And they've given Yelan a sacrificial with the emblem of Severed Fate. I don't know when her rerun's going to be. I'm quite excited for Yao Yao, who just got dropped at the Game Awards. I think that's quite nice. She's been rumoured for a very long time. I would also like Klee, but they're not needed. My account's done, so it's generally at this point it's just a pleasure thing. Who do I enjoy to use? You know, who's aesthetically pleasing, and also most importantly fun. I'm not going to go over her kit much. She's got a Vivonius. Actually suits her very nicely. And they've got a mixed set, mixed Anemo and a Gladiator. That's a bit weird for them to do a 2-piece set like that, but fair enough. Let's just have a quick look at her kit here. Hurricane Arrow, Play Pressurized Collapse Thing. Yeah, we're not good. It's been obviously Fischls with Constellations. They randomly gave Fischl C3 Fischl. That's kind of what I've got, actually. Is this my Fischl? It's not, though, because I've got different artifacts. 18% attack and electro. I think I've got... that's probably a better piece than mine, obviously. I think, and 1700 attack, that's really good. Let's string off. I've got her on the Thunder Soother set, but that's purely because I haven't really farmed that much, to be honest, for her. I farmed that domain initially. very beginning of the game, and the best sets I had for her were basically the Thunder Suva, so that's what she stayed with, and worked very well for me. And I've since had Raiden and a few of the other characters, so yeah, it lands a lot of fun. I said we used this. I had the same deal with Yoimiya earlier in the year, where they kept offering Yoimiya on a lot of these sort of trial events they launch, and I found Yoimiya a lot of fun, very powerful and a lot of fun, so that's why I'm quite happy we got her. I've always, realistically as a character, she's very nice in the lore and in the story, but not a character I'd have said to myself at the beginning I would have wanted. But I think a lot of people that play this game kind of have that experience where when you accidentally pulled for someone and you ended up liking them afterwards. I mean, for me, it was I wanted Yae Miko, and the game gave me, I think, Mona. I lost the 50-50. And then on the Raiden's banner that came afterwards, we got Raiden. So, and that's actually turned out to be a complete win. That was probably a better outcome for my account for sure. But at the time, I was very upset. I was like, oh, you know, I'm not be able to get Yae Miko. Very upsetting. And then completely turned around with Raiden. So she's coming around in a few weeks' time. Raiden's coming back. So. Anyone that does watch this and you've got Raiden, you're thinking about it, yes, do it, if you can, and you get lucky. Fantastic character. So I believe we need to do one more. Maybe over to the left over here, I'm not too sure, or is it down there? It's over here. I can't. I think we did this one because it's been cleared. Yeah.
Quit following me.
Another test subject. Try.
Busted. As you wish, me. Cry louder.
He has got an amazing ult, though. Also, is a fantastic ult.
I got careless.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, very easy. Almost made it a bit too easy, but I guess it down to how you play the game. This is one I've done as well. I don't know what the last one is. Maybe I goofed there at the end. Gonna happen, I'm afraid. So this goes back to the middle. So this is two either side. So it's got to be this next one. So over there, we've done that. Oh, did I not come this way then? Yeah, we did this. This is just a full circle. Oh, it obviously was this way, my bad. Zan's very nice here, though. I unfortunately, with a lot of these new 4-stars they put on the banners, the drop rate does seem to be significantly lower than what it should be. I had a few wishes, only a few, and we got Goro and Yanfei constellations, which is fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic, but yeah, the chances of getting the new 4-star and from seeing other people's wishes is very difficult. Almost more difficult than getting the 5-star. At least that's sort of guaranteed.
Odds revealed by
Oh no, I want to.
Here comes the catch.
Squall Fury.
Say that we now infuse the Hydro to the Yelan.
Wretched vermin.
Shadow Raven. Have fun with this gift. Too late for regret.
A very interesting team, though. Very fun, very different. Nice that they've done this. Gives some people some different ideas into the game. And ultimately, with this, the fun is creating team comps. That's at least to it. That's what it is to me, anyway. It's the teams, play style. Once you get to a given point, so I'm gonna go to the elevator here. I'm assuming we get to try different characters in the next one, but we shall see. He's only got a 9-second cooldown. That's really good. That's really, really good. I was taking a break when Yolan got dropped, and I saw the drip marketing for it, but I wasn't playing at that point. That was when I took my sort of 3-month break in this game. I ended up, I didn't have a Goro copy, and I wanted Kuki, which she was, again, what I was saying about the new 4-star. And what happened was I basically saved up about 2 months worth of wishes, whether it was from my Welkin Moon and the events in the game. I had quite a lot of wishes, whether it was about 60 or 70 odd. And basically I got C3 Goro and like a Favonius, and I think I got 2 stringlesses, which was, though the bows were good, but I got getting Goro like to C3. I was so upset. I was so upset. It's getting Goro 4 times basically. I was so pissed off that I basically took a break for about 3 months because it just really upset me. I'd like saved all that time to not get that character as such, but you know, to get something out of it, and I just felt like we just got nothing basically. Goro's so niche, unfortunately, that. And even now I got another copy of him, and he's good, and I got him on my alt account as well, but he's not. The game wouldn't miss him if he was gone, put it that way. It's not. He does his role very well, but it's such a niche role that it's kind of like. And it's annoying because he is generally one of the better looking characters in the game.
That's far enough.
So I don't like this flying. I'll be honest. But each of their own. It feels awkward. And I get it once you get used to it, but it's one of those mechanics I don't really want to get used to personally. It doesn't feel very good.
Squall Fury. Where do you think you're going? Wretched vermin.
Have fun with this gift.
Nice. Bit scuffed, but whatever. Not yet attempted, so this is a different one. Least damage taken, single shot. I don't know what these challenges are. Hopefully you can do them without really thinking about it. Oh, we get Cyno, Kaching, and Nahida. Nice. Nice. I don't know why they would give you some of the 4-stars. I guess it's just preference, really, isn't it? I suppose. We'll put Cyno, we'll go Nahida. I like having cats on 2. I like having bow users on 3. And I like having whoever on 1 and 4. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Sub or main DPS is on 1 or 4 for me, so we'll do that. That looks good. I like Ching. Didn't like Cyno when they released him. Not my style. He's basically a fancy razor, and I'm not. He looks great, plays great, but just not my thing. So, is this the same domain? Is it basically the same pattern? If that's the case, we should be alright going around now. There's different challenges. There's an attack buff there, but we're going to leave that. It doesn't seem like we need it. But Kaching! Oh, what did I just get? I just got the Primordial James Spear, whatever it's called. Wait. But no one's got any energy. Right, fantastic. He's going. Great stuff. But I was going to go for Engulfing Lightning for Raiden. That's kind of what I was saving for, because he's coming back. But I thought I'd pull on the Perm Banner, which I'd save up some hits. Just only 10 wishes on it, and basically all the stuff we've got off of it. This is awful. No one's got any energy. Stop going invisible, you fucking scumbag. Oh my god. They've blatantly made him go invisible way more often than this, because this is just ridiculous. So, what do you know about Kaching? We teleport to the point and do something.
Nowhere to run.
Kind of weird not having a healer. I guess we could have chosen Dory. That's probably the more sensible option.
Stronger than I anticipated. Judgment is all you got.
It doesn't feel very good. We haven't got any hydro to blue, so... Yeah, I'd want kind of Yelan or someone like that in this team. I wouldn't really go for double Dendro. We're going to need some health. We took way too much damage. This isn't... Definitely not my kind of team, that's for sure. I haven't Collie, I've never used these units before, so that was why I was a bit scuffed, but we'll run with it. But you know, I thought, we might get Kaching, so we're going back the way we came. Probably not a bad idea, actually. But we might get Kaching or whatever, so I thought we'd pull on it and get my pity sorts. And yeah, I've got the Jade spells, quite happy about it. So that's going to go on Raiden. And then Yao Yao's probably going to get her Favonius Lance or something. I'll just keep that aside for her. Quite nice.
Hey! Sharing my knowledge.
Are they both physical? Because that's awful.
Just like we rehearsed. With sword comes shadow. Incoming.
Through me, justice is
I'm
served.
happy we're taking so much damage.
Their penance is due.
Yeah, we're taking so much damage. This is not good. And there's no health items around here. Dino's dead. He's fucking dead. Like, I have to go and find a health item. There was a few in the last map, and I didn't even need them. And there's one. I don't really do a lot, though. Yeah, definitely not my kind of team. There's another one. Good. I didn't do a lot either.
Surrender.
So he's basically raised. He stays physical. That's
Everyone hold
interesting.
your crow.
Yeah, I should have scanned better
Make
with
yourself
that.
a hoop. How the... Go! Speed of
Oh,
light.
Collie getting stun locked. Collie wouldn't be Collie if he didn't get stun locked like 90%
With sword
of the
comes
time.
shadow.
Great character, but her skill is so often getting stun locked. It's actually incredibly annoying.
Well played.
Particularly a lot of the Sumeru enemies.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
When you bring her into rotation, she just gets stunned every time, and you're like, ah, can we throw the boomerang, please? Like, really annoying. I can't remember. I think it's this one. All revives and party members heal Adam. Done this one, but we'll say that. Could also be because they've given these. I'm assuming these have got 4-star weapons again. Like, oh, I've not even seen that Moon Spicer. Oh yeah, I've just built my. I had a claymore. I had 2 claymores actually off of the Sumeru weapon banner a while ago, and I actually just given that to Seiyu. It's really nice. Gilded Dreams, really? Oh. Oh. Wandering Even Style Monthly Master. Okay. Deep Woods, no Constellations, Same Talents. Favonius, no Stringless. That's a weird choice. Why would you give her the Stringless? I get it more EM, but she don't really need it, man. She needs Dendro damage. She needs energy recharge. In my opinion, at least, anyway. I'm assuming they've given her energy recharge on her. Yeah, they've got at least probably Sans energy recharge instead. No Dendro damage. What? They do confuse me with how they build some of these sometimes. You've got C2, which is what I've got. Because they gave one for free, and I think I pulled her off the permanent banner. Stop going over what they've done. Electro damage. Hey, nice. Okay. That's at least the one I sort of guessed correctly there. Problem is in the corner, there's no map. There's no map in the corner to even tell you where we are. Yeah, it's... I mean, a little dungeon map would go quite well here, to be honest. I'm clearly going wrong at the same place every time.
Incoming.
Surrender.
I'm not sure about Sino, man. I really don't like him. He feels 4-star. He really does. Not to be rude. Not to be rude. He just feels terrible. Kind of shows how much his weapon was carrying him in the trial, I think. I'm shocked he's physical. I know he's not, but like, he's basically just Razor. I've been recently playing with Razor, and because I got C4 Razor, I just don't want to build him. Just really do not want to build him. I don't know why they keep giving me Razor. It's really annoying. I mean, sure, someday,
I see everything.
but I don't...
Speed of
We've
light.
got Raiden, Sarah, Official. What else do I use?
Just like we
I
rehearsed.
used to use Vado, but I debuilt it just because she wasn't getting used for that sort of reason, really. It's a bit ridiculous.
Make yourselves at home.
Surrender.
Tonight on Scuff Teams.
Their penance is due.
Unfortunately, for me, this isn't fun. I don't like this team. I like the King, but like, what would I do? I would do what I've already got: Kuki, Barbara, Collie, and Kaching. That's kind of the team I'd like. I think that would be quite nice, but that's kind of a premium team. So whoever I got, I've got Kuki, Barbara, Collie, and Sucrose. So we can go up there. And that's a really fun team. That's a super fun team for like Hyper Bloom. Activate the ruins control array. I assume that's what's up here. Maybe not. Let's do this.
That's close enough.
Feeling
lucky today.
Nowhere to hide.
Where do you think you're?
Lucky that time. The Temple of Wisdom.
Futile. Need.
Okay. Well, we obviously struggled there a bit at the beginning. I guess because now we've got some energy. It's not such a big deal, but at the beginning it was a bit... Ugh. The next trial characters are a little bit more forgiving. I appreciate I'm not really using their kit properly because I don't know how to use them, but we're trying. We're trying. I don't really want to sit here for like 10 minutes reading it either.
Hold hands. Right this off the side.
Through me, justice is served. Stay condemned.
These things, I just use Yoimiya to take out these. Yoimiya absolutely destroys
And
these
it's
things.
just
Don't blink. Make yourselves at home. Cut to the chase. Speed of light. Huh?
That's nice. Yeah, I would like to check.
Committed to memory. Yeah,
But again,
just
they're
like
going
we
to
rehearsed.
your sins weigh upon your soul.
If it wasn't for Collie, I'd say that's such a whale team, but whatever. Tignari, I suppose, and then it probably would be a whale team for sure. Particularly if they all had 5-star weapons, as I'd imagine most people probably would. That was alright, it was a little bit... very different, I suppose. Introducing, once again, a different play style. Not my cup of tea, though, really. Then we get Nilo. Bloom teams, but not a Fridge team, which kind of makes Bloom a bit pain in the ass, because Bloom's a bit slow and steady. So you almost need Freeze, which is what they call the Fridge team. But if you can freeze while blooming, which you can, then that's generally the best option I've found, because it just means you can control the crowd or whatever while also blooming, and it gives people like sort of Barbara or Nilo time to do their thing. Speaking of which, Barbara is there. I'm kind of interested actually to see how they've built Barbara. I know Kokomi's better, but I'm actually going to go with what I want to, and that's going to be what is it, taking the slot? We can go Jing Show, Barbara. I guess they're fighting for DPS slot, aren't they? I suppose that's fine for me. You can go. You'd say why not Kokomi and Neela? I don't. Kokomi might pick up at one point, but yeah. Tried Nilo. Super niche, but Nilo is what inspired me to build Barbs, so we'll be that guy that used Barbara on this job, because I don't know anyone is. I guess I know how to use it properly as well, I suppose.
Let's make her your rain outlines your I'm getting sick. Grow.
I actually also want to leave her alone. I wanted to see the build, especially if they're not, if they haven't given, well, they didn't give Collie Dendro damage, which just seems a bit of a mistake.
Share my knowledge. Time to.
Does this not apply Dendro to him being in this?
Press this on for some.
What it is? Maybe you have to do reactions. Man, my Collie and Barb's hits twice as hard as this.
Ring cutter.
Yeah, my Collie hits for like 8k, 10k there sometimes. Oh, he's another ring. Can we not? Oh, this is why freeze is going to be nice. Hopefully one with Charles is a Fridge team. That'd be nice. Gosh.
Let the show begin.
Clearly not built with it. So 10k hit there, that's good. That's kind of what I get. But is that from the healer? And possibly also having the double dendro as well. So it kind of feels a more scuffed team so far. So, oh dear. Oh dear. Healing bonus. Huh? So you've got the one showcase, but still got 400 EM. How have they done that? Substats, maybe. That's kind of a bit cheating, surely. That kind of means she's got EM substats on like 4 of her pieces, about 100 EM maybe? Like max EM roll on each of her pieces. Is that what they've done? I didn't expect to still have 400. So they've given her a healing set. It's obviously got some crit damage, which is how I've kind of built. I've got a crit rate and an attack piece. In my video, I did have an energy recharge and a crit damage piece, but I've since got 2 better pieces with better substats. The healing bonus? That's kind of why she's still hitting hard, but that's again a bit cheeky. You had one opportunity to build her, like Hoyo, to build her like Nilo and make her elemental mastery focused, and they didn't. I feel that's a mistake. I feel that's a mistake. And she's got C1. Mine's got C1 as well. I recently bought her. Jing Show, we don't really need to have a look. Sacrificial, yeah. I've given him a Favonius because I think it looks better, but whatever. And Noblesse Hydra. That's exactly what I've got. That's exactly what I've got. Apart from he's got a bit more EM. Collie is the same. I'm missing Stringless again. Like what? No Dendro damage. Oh no, she has got Dendro damage. Either I missed that before, or she didn't have any on the other one. There's still loads of EM. Again, that's really weird. Mine hits harder. She's got attack, Dendro, and crit rate. Or crit damage. One of the two. I can't remember. And Danjo damage. Loads of EM on Nahida. Probably makes a bit more sense. And it's got this new weapon. I'm a bit disappointed they haven't built it properly. Well, I know they're gonna. I'm not saying, oh, I know better than Hoyoverse. I'm not saying that at all. But it's like, come on, you've got one opportunity to do Barb's proud, and you just fucking kind of give it a bit misleading, where you put all EM on her substats and max rolled as well. It seems.
It's a lucky day.
This may hurt a little.
Say no more.
Just like we rehearsed.
Tom,
No,
what
my
is
soul.
I guess because I don't think you should really. I don't think people should really. Yukomi is good, but she's kind of an endgame character. I don't think people should really get these characters unless you get super fascinated with them, or I say you're at the end game. You just want to make a nice 5-star Barbara essentially, or Nilo. I don't even.
Let's dance.
I don't.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Keep goofing on that thing. I think we do better if we scam people.
Make yourselves at home. I see everything. Price this on for size.
Oh, Team Copium.
No, my sword.
Oh no, we didn't. I mean, a sacrificial fragments like I put on Barbara. Hey, Mihoyo, that would be a better way. You could have
Committed to memory.
constant ring pretty much on Barbara.
Sharing my knowledge.
But no, prototype Amber. Was really fucking random. And that used to be the old school way of building it. But it feels very outdated.
Go, Barbara, go. This may hurt a little. Body of grain cutter. Just like we rehearsed.
Yeah, I'm still ready for free team. I don't. I guess unless you're doing so much whale damage that freezing them doesn't matter. But I think the average account isn't going to have all these 5 stars and 5-star weapon stuff, you know. We're all going to have Barbara though. Everyone's got Barbara.
Committed to memory.
Use Master Samurai. You're in the wrong place.
Make yourselves at home.
Aren't you meant to be in Inazuma?
Witness the power of Gugwa. I'll protect us.
I don't think I've ever made a double Hydro team or a double Dendro team. So again, I think that's what they're doing. I think they're trying to inspire some different team comps here. Make you think outside the box a little. She is very pretty. Definitely one of the prettiest characters they've dropped for sure in recent times. I've still got to do her Archon quest. I really need to. I'm gonna recently on my Twitch. I'm gonna go through all like the story quests I need to do. Hopefully get the Inazuma Archon quest tied up because that's been kind of locked off for me for a long time. It kind of stopped me in my tracks really. And then I want to get this account kind of up to speed, and then I'm going to work on a second account. All of it's going to be streamed on Twitch either way when I do that sort of thing. So if you want to see me play more Genshin, I guess that's where to check me out.
Let the show
I
begin.
appreciate anyone that's tuned in and stuff.
Sharing my knowledge.
Bloom is a lot of fun. I think it's very misunderstood because of the Elemental Mastery, and I don't think the way they've done it. I mean, this Elemental Mastery is still a bit of a mystery to me anyway, in many ways, but I'm pretty sure from my understanding, you want Colin, it seems to I'm doing more damage numbers, so I assume I'm right, with less. My Collie's only got level 6 talents and we're doing more damage than this Collie's got level 8, so I think I'm kind of right in a lot of things. You want Dendro damage, attack, and crit on Polly, and then you want EM on someone applying the reaction like Barbara. That's what you want, because then that's scaling the attack, like the Dendro damage and all the attack from Polly with Barbara's EM. I believe that's how it works. So in case of this, we're only ticking for like 1700 in some cases. That's really kind of bad, to be honest. For how high level these characters are, that's not good. Be hitting such small numbers. I say I hit way bigger numbers on my other collie, really. So they're not bad at all. Obviously, we're getting done here. But it's kind of it's kind of a. I guess they've tried to not make it optimal, but it's kind of. I guess what I'm saying is almost a bit vague, really. It's a bit misleading. Same with like Barbara here. It's very misleading. Like people will think, oh, that's a good set to build one, but it's. Unless you get all that EM they've given her as substats, it's not. And that's rare, you know, you're not going to be able to... I don't think many people are looking for EM substats as a highest priority. Ideally, you want a sort of, as I said, I had a attack sans, elemental mastery cup and a crit rate piece on a crit rate crown on my Barbara, and... Then you want like HP, ER, and Elemental Mastery substats, which I think most of mine have got because it seems to be a common full. So let's play these. Very nice. I don't know what we're getting. Check map. Oh, there's a map there. Rather we had a map in game, as I said in the top corner. So we've got one left. We've got 3 more at the end. Interesting to see who they offer. But the nice thing of these as well is you can kind of go back and play these anytime you're like, ooh, that's an interesting one. We got Mr. Yatos and Kazuha, so we're not gonna... Kazuha's a lot of fun. Again, a character I've used a lot on the trials they've done this year. Don't like Bennett. Not a big fan of Bennett. You could probably do it with a healer though, so I'm actually gonna... Again, we'll go double a Nemo, but I don't normally like doing that. And I've recently got Toma as well. Which for a Yato, he'll be pretty broken actually, I could imagine. So if we go, take him off, go Jean maybe. Jean's actually a bit of the odd one out here, but... I kind of want to put a healer in it. Toma. Kazuha's going to be clutch for grouping though. Toma's a weird one. I could see Toma working. I'm using him currently with a Yaka recently. That's been working quite nice. During your normal attacks, for example, he will apply Pyro, which he would go probably way better than, say, Zhangling would. Oh, I suppose, because I'm saying about it. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do that. That sounds interesting. And we don't really need a healer, but I think any balanced team really needs a healer. I think it's kind of bad to build a team unless you're super whaled and you know you literally don't even need to worry about whatever because you're doing so much damage that it doesn't matter.
That's close enough.
Can we group these guys?
Today.
Oh, we can. Yato is coming up next. He's always been powerful. I am tempted. I'm going to pull on his banner if we get him. That would be sweet, but I don't expect it to.
Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Yeah, there's a mini game with him. Yeah, there's a lot of fun.
I'm getting sick of this game.
Don't get too close.
Yeah, this is a nice team. This is a nice team. Very nice team. So you could have a Jangling or anything. Now, which way do we go, actually? I clearly keep going wrong on some of these.
Time to go.
I've had to probably edit this video a little bit just because I've gone back on myself a few times. Now, whether you have to do these or not, I don't know. It's probably part of the challenge on the homepage. Do that. I don't use a skill yet. We'll try and do everything.
One with wind and cloud.
We'll now put Toma, we'll now do Jin, and we'll now do Yato. Gee, there's no one actually here. Where is there actually any enemies? Where are they? There's no one here. Oh.
Be still.
This is nice. Yeah, Toma with Ayato. I've not really seen that combo, but yeah, I can imagine that being very, very good. That's it. We'll probably pull on his banner, see what happens. And I'll probably be, now after I film this, I'll probably be trying this trial quite a bit whilst it's here, just to give it a feel. Same with Yolanda. Because while it's here, it's best to just enjoy the characters. If you're interested in pulling them in the future, definitely use these trial periods to the best of your advantage.
The birds call.
Barbados, guide us.
I got you covered.
Mind the deluge.
Epic ulti. Definitely one of the nicest characters in my opinion. So much swag. Unfortunately, he's the kind of character my account doesn't really need. I really like Moan, and we've just got sort of Barbara, say, built for like Bloom, so I honestly couldn't think of a team I can really place him in. I could, obviously, but he's going to step on Mona or some other Hydro characters I use, a bit like Jing Shou. I mean, if I wanted to get Yolanda, she would replace Jing Shou
One with wind and
in
cloud.
most cases. I would like probably my Yan Fei team, where Jing Shou is probably better. And that's only because of some of the teams I wanted to make. We've been missing a Hydro Archer, so... Again, super niche. Just enables more team comps. I've already got enough. It's yeah. Oh, there's a thing up there we haven't done.
Don't get too close.
Oh, no, This is really fun. Let's go into the RTB. Oh, not that guy. So obnoxious. He's already dead, thank God.
Miscalculated.
It's nice actually they've only leveled these characters to 80. I think that's quite sensible. Oh no, there was another one back here, wasn't there? There was another one back here. His ult's still going, no way. That lasts ages. I think it's this way.
What you got?
Clouds high. The birds call.
Barbados, guide us.
Be still.
Well, I could have used Tamel's ult, but
Place my hammer.
they're all dead anyway. See, now, from what I was saying about earlier with Sino, a Yato hit feels like a 5-star. Just a massive difference in what characters feel like. He massively feels like a 5-star. Same as sort of Iyaka. He got a flute. Interesting. What level is that? It's not even max level. It's a different colour. I'm pretty sure the flute at that level is usually purple, but maybe that's because it's refined or something. I don't know. Oh, what set is that? Echoes of an Offering. 2-piece attack. Is this new? Wait, I don't think I've seen this. When a normal attack hits a event, there will be a 36% chance that it will trigger Valley Right, which will increase normal attack damage by 70% of attack. This effect will be dispelled after 0.5 seconds after a normal attack deals damage. If a normal attack fails to trigger Valley, the odds of it triggering the next time will increase by 20%. Is that new? Why has that already been there? I can't think of it. Was this one that's been around for a while? I've never seen it recommended. Because surely that would be a good set for Yoimiya, but I've never seen anyone... recommend it. Hydro, crit rate, crit damage. So just sort of normal build, really. 2k. It's obviously got a lot of attack substats and a bit of EM. Homer should all be HP, I think, for what it's worth. That's how I've built mine. He's got Favonius, which I was thinking I might give him my Favonius, but I've given him a Kitane. It's got a Noblesse. I've got a Crimson Witch on mine. A lot of energy recharge. No pyro damage. I think, yeah, I've got him on HP as well, actually. No constellations, surprisingly. Mine's not even got constellations either. 2691, not as high as it could be. 190%. An emo damage, yeah, nice. That's how I got my... That's essentially very similar to my Sucrose build. That. What else have we got? Sacrificial, that's random. That's random. Given him a piece of this, so he must not have... Oh no, he's got obviously probably got more energy. He's got a lot of energy recharge, actually. He's got the VV set. Interesting builds in this. Interesting. It's something a bit different. This is a nice team, though. This is a fun team. Very premium, but a lot of fun. Want to get a picture.
Sure, I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Fire it up! Here's backup! As one with wind and cloud!
I swear by my sword.
Mind the deluge.
Ow, it's so cool. So probably one of the best. Probably one of the best in the game, for sure.
Supporting fire!
And you'd argue, Tom, do you want the Atto or Yolande?
Adorn my night!
I'd probably say Yolande, but after using Atto, he's a lot of fun. It's so good. I would say he's more fun, for sure. But I've already got like a Yakuri or Duos. I would almost say I need a Hydro bow user over a sword user.
Fire it up!
Doesn't really matter.
Kamisato up. Suyu! Here's backup! As one with wind and cloud!
Yeah, man. Good team. Solid team. That's probably one of the best teams they've given people, really. Nice. So if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I just thought we'd do this a bit of a change. This is one of the current events on at Hoyo, so they do these events every few weeks. Randomly update, and you don't have to do them, but you can, and if you do, you get some rewards. So always good fun to check some of these out. Some of them can be a bit iffy, but this is the stuff I enjoy in the game. These are the events I really quite enjoy. So thank you for watching, and if you're new, subscribe, and have a good day. Bye.